Well, I've finished painting and I'm just taking the very last of the camouflage masks off the model. But before we move on to the next step, there's one more thing that I want to do, and it is my very last use for a hairdryer. Actually, to tell you the truth, my wife's hairdryer, but regardless, acrylic paints are great because they're fast drying, but what I've found with some brands is that even hours after they appear to be dry, it's easy to leave fingerprints with regular handling. What I've discovered is that a few seconds of hair drying heat applied to a recently coated model will harden the coat and it will make it pretty impervious to fingerprints. So seeing as I'll be handling this model quite a lot when I'm putting the freehand Mottling camouflage coat on the fuselage side, it's worth investing just a few minutes to make sure the paint's properly dry using the hairdryer. So now we're ready to move on to painting the mottle on the side of the fuselage. The mottle camouflage on German fighters tended to be completely unique to a particular aircraft. So if you want to be 100% accurate, you want to have some good references. I'm using Eagle decals on this particular aeroplane, and fortunately they provide an excellent reference photograph of the particular aircraft that I'll be painting. So I can use this as the basis for my camouflage mottling. Let's get to work now. I've loaded up my Testor's Aztec A470 airbrush with heavily thinned 75, the lighter grey colour that we used in last time's video. I've got the reference photograph in front of me so that I can use it whenever I need to. And what I'm going to do now is just start to apply some of the smaller mottles by getting very close up and spraying very thinly on the side of the fuselage. Now the mottles are actually in both colours, the darker and the lighter colour. So I'm going to have a go with both of them. There's quite a heavy overspray of the lighter colour at the back here towards the cross, and in fact there's a dark overspray on top of that again. So I'll be going back over that with the darker colour as well. But at the moment, I'm just starting to build up the mottle camouflage on the side a little bit, as you can see here. And so, after about an hour and a half of spraying and respraying, we finally have a result, a mottle fuselage on a Messerschmitt Bf 109. I reckon that these mottled Luftwaffe camouflage finishes are just about the most challenging thing that you can do with an airbrush. And if I had one piece of advice, it would be, if you're not happy with the result the first time, then respray it. As long as you're using nice thin coats, you can overspray 2, 3, 4 times until you're happy with the result. Well, this model's just about to get the hairdryer treatment, and then I'm going to spray a bright blue band on the back and a yellow rudder in the bright markings of JG54. Next time on ScaleWorkshop, we'll be applying some decals to this model. But in the meantime, we'd like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a happy and safe New Year until we meet again. Bye for now.